You got me?
Yes, I've just started it, yeah.
Yes, thank you very much. Well, right, yes, my wife sent me. I work very long hours and it's very hard.
Yeah.
I'm in charge of a photographic shop of a branch that my wife's family own. And I've been working very long hours. I work about 8:30 in the morning till 6 at night, and I have an assistant, Lorraine or Loretta or something like that. I've been with her a number of years. I call her. And Jenny and I have a good working relationship, and she's a very good girl, and I get on reasonably well with her. Sometimes you have to put your foot down, obviously. I mean, she's been with us for quite a long time. And I remember the story went that she just walked in the shop when she was a schoolgirl and asked if there was any work, you know. And we said, yeah, well, we'll give you a job, love, don't worry. And she never went away. It was very. But I mean, I've been there for a number of years. So we had to bring me in because of what was happening. Now this is confidential. This is confidential. This is. Am I right?
Yes, of course.
This is kept just between you and me and the record you made.
Yes, that is the standard practice.
Basically, now what happened was that she was going to a lot of clubs, you see, and had started to take things and was coming in this almost hypnotic state. Which was said to be at the time very peculiar, and I was in another branch there, but they brought me in because the woman in charge is a good friend of my wife. That's beside the point. But anyway, we were very worried about this woman and her rather peculiar focus, as it were, going in and out of focus is strange, you know. So they brought me in the end, and of course, a man of my expertise. Oh, sorry, I'm always fussing with this thing. Does it look good? Does it look good? Thank you.
Yes, don't lean forward too much. It goes a bit blurry.
Oh, sorry.
That's fine.
Yes.
Yeah, carry on.
I'm very particular.
That's all right. I just want to make sure for the record that I've got you in your best light.
My best.
Yes. Is there something funny? Sorry, did I say something funny?
No, it's something from when we were on holiday.
Okay, that's nice. Yeah.
I'm awfully sorry.
Yes.
Oh dear.
Okay. What was your holiday?
Oh, we were in Tenerife.
Okay, yeah.
We were Tenerife. My father went there originally, and I quite liked it. We
Yes.
go every year. We have our little hotel. We go.
Sure.
Never got me on the timeshare scam. That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But I mean, Judy or Jenny. She's a funny girl, and she's tended to look at me quite intensely. I mean, she's not. She does everything basically. She does the cashing. I mean, she's been there so long. She does the developing. She does the processing. She does the taking the money, advising the customers. Even cleans the place. I mean, she's marvellous. She's an absolute treasure. And we don't have anyone else like her in any of the other branches anywhere in a little place like this. She's absolutely marvellous. But there's this rather, I mean, I find it very stressful. It's very stressful. You have to do this, do that. She's always stepping out of line and say, do this, do that. And over it, and she's like, do this, and you know, the fingers flying everywhere, you know. And I think, well, one of these days I'll take her eye out with this. My best.
And what are your duties at the? If you don't mind me asking,
Sorry.
what are your duties?
My duties. Well, I'm the manager.
And what does that involve? You manage.
I manage. Oh, sorry, I think I'm a comedian.
Right. Yeah.
I manage. We have a laugh in the show. Well, I have a laugh anyway. She's
Sure.
Jenny, Judy, whatever. She's. I mean, I don't really communicate with her much. I like to call her Lorraine, really. She seems happy with Lorraine.
Sure.
The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plane, you know. But she doesn't
right.
know the musical. She doesn't know it.
She had a problem at one point. With substance abuse, is that what
Well,
you're
I don't know what this is called. It's not my generation, but I mean, she was going to the clubs and doing the dancing kind of thing.
But she doesn't have this problem anymore.
Well, I don't know. She's a very strange girl. She kind of stares into space a great deal. And you say, what are you looking at, Lorraine? She's like, ooh, and you like this with the finger, you know. And, are you there? Wakey, wakey, wakey. Hello. And she's
and how does she react to this?
She doesn't. She just sort of, she looks at you. She looks at you. A bit hungover, I think, you know.
Really?
And that boyfriend comes in the shop and he's strange. He's very strange.
Okay. In what way strange?
And he's there, you know, and he's going.
Okay. Yeah.
Hello.
Sure. So what did you come to see me about though?
Well, I find it quite. I hate to admit it, but I find it quite depressing, really.
Okay. To
be working in the shop.
Could you go somewhere else to work, maybe?
Well, it's the wife's company, you know.
So she has more than one.
Well, her father owns the whole thing.
Okay, so you could go work somewhere else.
He says, you are my son-in-law, you'll run a whole business. And he said, I know just the shop for you.
Okay.
And he pointed. He does this thing with his finger. It drives me off the horse. I mean, boom, boom, boom. Can you imagine somebody doing boom, boom, boom all the time? Like a boom, 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 boom.
No, I can't imagine that at all.
Drive you up the wall. I don't want to swear.
Couldn't begin to imagine. Anyway, so your problem is that you're getting frustrated by your work colleague.
Yeah, I find it quite depressing being in this shop with this strange girl who's you know, Loretta, or Judy, and I can't even remember her name, and I think this is symptomatic of my condition, that I find it difficult to remember things. In fact, I've often found it difficult to remember anything, to tell you the truth. After I married my wife, he said to me, you should work in this shop, son, and you'll be all right in there. And my wife's going, go on, you'll be all right. And I'll go on.
So do you see your wife very often?
I see her every night and at the weekends.
Okay, sure.
I work very long hours. My wife has a number of, portfolio of activities she's very keen on, with her friend, Sarah, whose name I can't remember. Sarah's always at the house. I come back at night, there's Sarah, and just leaving in the morning and do the drive. Sarah's there, you know. Sarah may as well move in, it's ridiculous.
Right.
They went on holiday to Greece, an island in Greece.
Right. Was it,
they go there
did it begin with an L?
For about a week, pardon?
Did it begin with an L?
Did it?
The name of the island, did it begin with an L?
It did, as a matter of fact.
That's strange, isn't it? Yeah. Okay.
How did you know?
I really couldn't begin to think. Have you ever thought of maybe finding your own life, finding your own career outside the very strict controls of your wife's
She's got a lot of friends
father?
there, apparently. Sorry? Oh, well,
maybe finding your own way in the world.
So you think it wasn't just this girl and this job which is, you know, it is, and I'm like, oh, I'll do this. Could you wait? I do this half the time just to wake her up, you know.
Right.
Do you think it's...
And how does she react to this? Really?
Ooh, yeah.
Is that how she reacts? Is that how you just think she reacts?
She just does her work and then she just sort of... Ooh.
Okay, but you say that she's good at her job.
Well, yeah, I mean, she
maybe you'd not...
Everything, yeah.
But have you thought maybe, as I say, finding a different place to work? Not relying so much on your wife's family for your self-esteem?
The thing is that a man of my age is very lucky to have a secure position. That's my
Have you ever worked anywhere else?
I worked for a number of years on an assembly line as a manager.
Right.
And the shop stewards, and those are the unions, shop stewards are, you are like Hitler, you are such a pain in the neck, you are bringing down the downfall. And I say, stop it, no, you're out, you're all out, you're out on strike, I'm staying here. There was a number of occasions where I was the only one in the factory. They'd all walked out, it was ridiculous. This went on for 15 years.
So you don't have a very good relationship with the unions?
Well, union, don't you talk to me about bloody... I'm sorry, I don't want to get upset, I don't want to lose my temper, but this really upsets me. We don't have unions in work. Bloody unions, father shops, women now, I'm not sexist, love, but women in charge of bloody situations... I know you're a woman and everything. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be, but you must have to sit down and say, oh, and another thing, and another thing, and another thing. And we want to clean toilets, and we want lots of air freshener, and we want the place all looking nice. Bloody hell, trying to get on with making assembly line of components for the
Sure.
industry we were. And
But that's all in the past,
Oh, we want the
isn't it?
radio going, and oh bloody hell, we want this, that, and the other. And I say, for
Okay.
God's sake, we can't afford it. And I
So-
the wife says, come on, dear, come and work in this. You do lovely long hours.
Sure.
It'll get you out the house and getting bored about, and ridiculous. And then,
Have you tried talking to your employee?
well, it's my father-in-law.
No, not your employer. Your
You
employee.
can't.
You can't talk to
Because,
her.
well, she's I said, come on, girl, do the cashing up at the end of the day. Because she's like, ooh, come on. Ooh, and it's getting me upset just thinking about it, to tell you the truth.
Do you want to leave it for now then?
I think I better.
Okay, I'll see you next session maybe. Okay, bye bye.